we're rolling.
Oh shit, my fault. Okay, all right, let me get right. It's been a minute, but we back. We back. All right, let me stop playing. I just have to get those jitters out.
Oh, she tell me that she love me and she faithful. Yeah. I cannot trust no hoe cause they like Satan. Yeah. Aviani got me icy like a glacier. Yeah. The vibes are up in your bitch for the taking. Yeah. As long as they printed, nigga.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Kojo, and welcome back to another episode of Honest Here. I don't know if you guys missed me, but I missed doing my show, so I'm back better than ever. For all my first-time watchers, let me put you on to what Honest Here is all about. It's simply a show where I listen to your music and I give my honest opinion on it based off of my first listen. All music is rated based off of 5 key criteria points: lyrics, hook, production, marketability, and replay value. As always, I don't like to do too much talking until I listen to the music. So let's get right into it. Okay, so song number 1 on today's episode is Red Eye by Samaj the Artist. He said he's been making music since he was 15 years old. So let's get into the record and let's see what he's coming with.
Call me elite. Shorty gon' sell me, I call her a leech. Nigga too weak, don't live what they preach. Fuck on a shorty and I make a ski. Nigga been sleep and heard about me. More off the bar like a lawyer you see. Drip with the water, I swim in the sea. Fuck on his daughter, now he mad at me. Get to a touch, shorty, I cannot breathe. All in the stew till I live on my dream. Flex on my dream, not thinking it through. Winning the world, but our plan is to lose. Niggas gon' blow this.
All right, so that was Red Eye by Samaj the Artist. It was a cool record. I wasn't too blown away by it in full, but you know, I salute to him having very high energy. And I could always do good with a high energy record. I think there's a lot of room for growth, and there are certain things that I want to point out that you might be able to take away from this. So let's get into the rating. For the lyrics, I gave it a 3. Very in the middle with it. Nothing that you said actually just wowed me. But I could see that you do, pay very good attention to what you say. Obviously, I think you can work on your delivery too. I think if you worked on the delivery and you made sure that your delivery was something that you were leading the record with more than your lyrics, I think I'd be more blown away with how you're saying it rather than what you're actually saying. So for the lyrics, I'm gonna give it a 3. For the hook, I'm gonna give it a 4. I love the way the hooks sound. I love the cadence of it and all that. I just feel like you came in too loud on it. I just felt like it was a little too loud. But other than that, it was a dope hook. It's one of those hooks that I feel like you can ingratiate in people's brains and have them singing it over and over and over again. So it was a pretty solid hook. I think it added to the record. I don't think it took away from the song. Possibly might be the best part of the record. So shout out to the hook on this record. For production, I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a 4 as well. The beat was very, very tough, very high energy, very, very like, what's a good word I'm looking for? I don't know, I was just turned when I heard it. And sometimes that's really all you need sometimes, Even Vicky was rocking with it. So, if the beat gets Vicky, then that means it's a good beat. But, nonetheless, the beat was tough. Shout out to the producer on this record. And, I always salute artists who can pick great beats and utilize them. So for the production, I'm gonna give it a 4. For marketability, I'm gonna give this one a 3. Not that the record isn't marketable, but I think that there are some points in the record that you lose me. And I think a very high marketable song, you don't lose people. You carry them from the beginning of it to the end. And on this record, there's certain parts where I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I gave it a 3. I think it's right there in the middle. Not a bad song, but I think that if you sharpen it up a little bit, just, cross the T's and dot the I's, I think it works perfectly. But for this version of the record, I think I'm gonna give it a 3 for marketability. For replay value, I'm gonna give it a 3 as well. I'm right in the middle with it. Nothing about the record made me want to run to it and say, I need to play this all the time, but nothing steered me away from it to where I'm saying I don't ever want to hear it again. So I think I'm right in the middle as far as the replay value goes. Once again, I think if you just executed that hook a little bit cleaner, it's perfect. I think the song has a lot of potential, and your energy is something that, you know, anybody can probably just gravitate to. Gives me some A$AP Ferg vibes. So, ain't nothing wrong with that. So I'm gonna give replay value a 3. Shout out to Samaj the artist, but let's move on to song number 2. Song number 2 is Stolen Greatness by Corey Lee. Shout out to Corey, been a fan of your music for a very long time, so congrats on the album. Corey's debut album is out right now, and it's called 7 Minutes to Greatness. But let's get into Stolen Greatness right now.
Change like a meter maid. Hey, shorty wanna shoot her shot close to the rim. I just had to block a 9 cause the goal 10. Accounts going dumb right now, make no sense. My whole circle, we touch green, that's close friends. Refuse to flash the cash and be broke again. That's cause we handle laws like grown men. If you can't cop that twice, then don't spend. Game adopted it from...
That was Stolen Greatness by Corey Lee, my guy from Philly. So like I said, I'm a big fan of your music. I waited to hear one of these records so I could put it on the episode. I'm not even gonna lie. So, you know, I was really impressed. This is a dope record. Really good outro to the project, and I think you did a really solid job. So let's get into this rating. For the lyrics, I'm gonna give the lyrics a 4.5. You could spit, bro. Like, you could really rap. I've always told you this, like, you have bars out of this world. That close friends bar, crazy. Like, you know, you have a really good skill at that. The only reason why I'm not gonna give it a 5 is I just think you name drop all the time. And no, there's nothing wrong with name dropping, because it takes a certain skill to be able to use people's names and likenesses in a bar and make it make sense. I think that's a really, like, you know, tough skill. But, you know, you just OD with it a lot. So that's why I gave it a 4.5, but nonetheless, boy, you could rap. So shout out to you. For the hook, I gave the hook a 2. Now, the reason why the difference is so, you know, drastic is because, like I said, you know, I couldn't really tell the difference from the hook to the verse because it was kind of like the same style of rap. Nonetheless, you know, it's not a terrible hook. I couldn't give it a 1. But honestly, this record would have been perfect without a hook, you know? Like, I think I actually lost track of the fact that there was another hook coming. You could have just rapped all the way through this joint, it would have been fire. So I gave the hook a 2. For the production, I gave production a 4. Very solid, smooth beat, perfect for your rap style. I think it was very easy and non-distracting, you know, especially the way you were painting this picture throughout the verse. So the beat was really smooth. These beats are perfect for you, and I think, like, you can rap on other beats too. I've heard you rap on other beats, but this beat in particular, I think this is, like, perfect for you. So the beat, I'm gonna give it a 4. For marketability, I'm gonna give this one a 3. Not because the record is not marketable. I just think it does perfectly for what it does for your project in particular. It's an outro, you know, and it's an outro. People don't necessarily market their outros. You have other records on this project that I think, you know, you could lead with or, you know, do more videos for. But, you know, on this record in particular, I think this is one of them songs where, you know, if you're a fan of Corey, you sit down and you listen to this joint and you're like, yeah, this is why I'm a fan of Corey. So that's why I'm giving the marketability on this record a 3. Although it has potential to do something, it's also really short and, you know, it's not the one that I would lead with from the project. So I'm gonna give marketability a 3. Replay value. For me, personally, I'm gonna give replay value a 5. I fuck with the record, definitely gonna spin it back. I fuck with the whole project, actually, so I'm definitely, you know, supporting the music, so I'm gonna give it another spin. I'm probably gonna throw it on a couple of my playlists and whatnot. But nonetheless, we're gonna give replay value for Stolen Greatness a 5. Okay, song number 3 is by Fergie Baby, and it's called Harlem Baby. Shout out to Harlem. That's where I am right now. But yeah, I'm pretty familiar with this artist, so let's see what he's rocking with.
I had a dream, I was playing ball, but look at me, nigga, I'm still hooping. Plus I'm at it again, I ain't never stopping till my niggas lit and I'm still moving. Call up Jux and tell him pull out that Draco. Virgo on my feet, it looking like Mayo. Couple lawyers had to put them on payroll. Shorty fiendin', she don't want me to let go. Bagging bitches, yeah, I fuck by the trio. Shit a movie, yeah, I'm moving like Neo. Pop a pill like the father of Theo. Turn her on when she said.
Okay, so that was Harlem Baby by Fergie Baby. Can't even front. That record is fire. Definitely had me moving, dancing in my seat. You can't deny records like that, so shout out to you on this record. Just want to get into the details of this record, and let's rate it. For the lyrics, I'm gonna give the lyrics a 4. You know, this is not a super lyrical track. And it's clear that you're not really like trying to over rap or do too much on it. But the way you delivered each and every bar on this record, super, super dope. And that's why I gave it a 4. I could definitely see some DaBaby influence in the record. It's undeniable. And I like that. You know, a lot of people are, you know, I guess over DaBaby and his flows, but the way you did this, super fire. And I'm a fan for sure. So I'm gonna give the lyrics a 4. For the hook, I'm gonna give it a 4 as well. You know, I don't wanna be a Harlem nigga, but I feel you. I like the way you playfully delivered the hook on this record. I feel like it was, you know, it was like a step up every single time. I liked it a lot. So, you know, for this hook, you know, I think it's one of those songs that you perform live and, you know, you put the mic to the crowd and they singing the lyrics back to you and all that stuff like that. So, you know, this is a perfect example of perfect hook execution. The reason why I didn't give it a 5 is because maybe you could have done a little bit more. You know, I think there's always room for growth. I wasn't like super blown away, that's why I can't give it a 5. But, you know, for this hook, I'm gonna give it a 4. For the production, this is getting a 5. No doubt about it. Beat is crazy, great beat selection on this one. It almost turned into a party in the studio just now. So I must admit, this beat is super hard. The way you utilized it with your lyrics, you know, is just perfect. Pretty good dance record. I think it has, you know, potential to do, you know, everything. So this is like great layup line music for basketball players. So this is great TikTok music for, you know, the kids. You know, they can make up dances to this. Or this is like perfect, damn, everything. It's a great beat. So shout out to the production on this record. I'm gonna give it a 5. Marketability, 4.5. You know, right there. I think it's almost flawless. You know, I think the marketability of this record has the potential, as I just said. You know, you can really take a song like this. This is an anthem for your borough. You know, because shout out to Harlem. It is the 5th borough. But you know, it's an anthem. It has all those elements of you know, New York City in a sense, and I think that's why I rated it so high. You know, me being familiar with you as a person, I think it was impressive to see out the gate. The first record that I hear is this one. So shout out to you, Fergie. I'm gonna give marketability a 4.5. Replay value, I think you already know what I'm gonna say. This is going to be a 5 for replay value. Definitely a song that I think I wanna add to that good old playlist. So yeah, I'm gonna give replay value for Harlem Baby by Fergie Baby a 5. So there you have it, another great episode of Honest Here in the books. If you made it this far in the episode, thank you very much. You should be subscribed though. If you like this episode, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This episode features some dope records, so all the artist information is down in the description below as well. And to all you playlist lovers, I'm bringing back the Here to Stay playlist, featuring great songs from up and coming talent from all over. So be sure to check that out on Apple Music and Spotify. As always, it's been fun rocking with y'all. Just want to thank you guys for watching again, and we out of here, baby.
Oh, she tell me